Have you ever sat in a quiet room and suddenly realized? The silence is not peaceful anymore. It's heavy? You look around, and the house that once felt full of life now feels too big. You pick up your phone, scroll, put it down again. You think, who can I talk to? And the answer doesn't come. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Loneliness after 60 is becoming one of the biggest hidden problems in the world. Not because people become weaker or less capable, but because life changes in ways no one truly prepares us for. Today, I'm going to talk about why loneliness happens after 60, why it's so dangerous, and most importantly, how to beat it in simple, practical, powerful ways even if you feel like nothing can change at this age. And yes, things can change. Sometimes faster than you think. Before we continue, please subscribe to the channel if you find these topics valuable. Your support helps me create more helpful content for you. Let's begin. People often say, old age is peaceful. But they forget to mention that it can also be quiet, too quiet. Here's the real truth: loneliness after 60 doesn't happen because someone is weak or negative. It happens because life transitions are huge at this age. Let's break down the biggest reasons. 1. Social circle shrinks naturally. Your 20s, 30s, and 40s are full of people, co-workers, neighbors, children, friends, relatives, and hectic activity. But after 60, the social circle starts shrinking automatically. Kids grow up and move. Friends become busy or ill. Some pass away. Work friends disappear after retirement. Neighbors change and new people don't always connect. You suddenly realize the world didn't get smaller. Your social circle did. And you didn't even notice when it happened. 2. Retirement creates unexpected emptiness. Many people dream of retirement, resting, relaxing, finally enjoying life. But when work ends, something else ends too: routine, purpose, identity, feeling needed, daily human contact. For decades, your life had structure. And one day it stopped. That gap can turn into loneliness if it's not filled with meaningful activities. 3. Health issues limit social life. After 60, even small health issues can become barriers. Knee pain reduces walking, low energy discourages going out. Hearing issues make conversations harder, mobility challenges lead to staying indoors. Fatigue reduces motivation. These aren't excuses. They're genuine limitations. People often want to be social, but their body doesn't always cooperate. 4. Technology has replaced real interaction. Today, families stay connected through messages, video calls, social media, pictures, emojis. But none of these replace physical presence. A message is not the same as a conversation. A picture is not the same as a hug. A like is not the same as real laughter. Digital communication keeps us updated, but also keeps us emotionally distant. 5. Loss of loved ones changes everything. This is the hardest part. Losing people, especially life partners, changes the emotional world completely. You don't just lose a person. You lose daily companionship, shared memories, routines, emotional support. Someone who understood you without speaking. It's a wound that heals slowly, sometimes never fully. Loneliness after loss is not simple sadness. It's something deeper. 6. People stop making new friends after a certain age. Children make friends in minutes. Adults take weeks. Seniors sometimes stop trying altogether. Not by choice, but because they feel, I don't know how to start a conversation. People already have their groups. I don't want to bother anyone. What if I don't fit in? But the truth is, many seniors around you feel exactly the same way. Everyone is waiting for someone else to start. 7. Society doesn't include seniors enough. Most events, gatherings, and programs today are designed for younger people. Seniors often feel invisible in crowds, ignored in conversations, and disconnected from the fast-moving world. That leads to emotional isolation, even when surrounded by people. Loneliness is not just a feeling. It affects the brain, body, and emotional health in powerful ways. Here are a few hidden effects: increases stress hormones, affects sleep, increases risk of depression, weakens the immune system, increases risk of cognitive decline, reduces motivation, increases risk of heart issues, makes small problems feel bigger. The mind becomes more sensitive, the heart becomes heavier, and daily life becomes harder. But there is also good news. Loneliness is not permanent. There are powerful ways to beat it, even if you feel stuck. And that is what we'll talk about next. But before we move on, if you're still watching and finding this helpful, make sure you subscribe. It supports the channel and gives you more valuable content like this. This is the most important part of the video. These are practical, real, and effective steps that work for thousands of seniors around the world. You can do them even if you are shy, tired, or not very social. Let's begin. 1. Rebuild daily routine. Routine is not just structure. It's emotional protection. When the mind knows what to expect each day, stress drops and motivation rises. Create a routine that includes morning stretch or walk, reading or learning something new, a daily hobby, talking to at least one person, light exercise, a small evening activity. A routine makes lonely hours shorter and meaningful hours longer. 2. Join a social or activity group. This is one of the fastest ways to reconnect with life. Groups can include social groups, senior clubs, art classes, fitness for seniors, book clubs, volunteering groups, community centers, religious gatherings, gardening groups. You don't need to talk much. Just being present with others reduces loneliness. 3. Volunteering, the magic solution. Volunteering is one of the most powerful ways to beat loneliness because it gives purpose, it creates new relationships, it boosts confidence, it reduces negative thoughts, it makes you feel needed again, it fills your day with meaning. Helping others heals you. 4. Start one new hobby. After 60, hobbies are not just activities. They are emotional medicine. Great hobbies that reduce loneliness include painting, gardening, writing, puzzles, knitting, cooking, birdwatching, learning an instrument, learning language basics. A hobby occupies the mind, reduces overthinking, and creates joy. 5. Keep the mind active. A busy mind has no time for loneliness. Simple ways to stay mentally active include reading, solving puzzles, learning something new, watching educational content, taking senior-friendly online courses. Curiosity keeps the brain young. 6. Make one small social move each day. People think they need a big circle of friends. Not true. You only need small daily human contact. Examples: say hello to a neighbor, talk to a shopkeeper, call one family member, send a simple message, join a short conversation, smile at someone walking by. These small actions build confidence and open new doors. 7. Reconnect with old friends or family. Sometimes the cure for loneliness is already in your phone. Reach out to a cousin you haven't talked to in years, an old friend, a sibling, a neighbor who moved away, a colleague from your past. People appreciate reconnecting. You'll be surprised how many respond warmly. 8. If you live alone, make the home social. Your home should not feel like a cage. Turn it into a place of connection. Ideas: invite someone for tea, host a small reading group, call someone during lunch, plan small weekly gatherings. Even a tiny meetup once a week changes everything. 9. Embrace technology, just a little. You don't need to master technology. Just use the parts that help. Video calls, voice messages, chat apps, senior-friendly apps, online social groups. Technology can connect you to people worldwide. 10. Adopt a pet, if possible. Pets are a powerful source of emotional support. They provide companionship, routine, stress reduction, joy, affection. Even a small pet can make a big difference. 11. Improve physical health. Physical health and emotional health are deeply connected. Simple activities, walking, chair exercises, stretching, breathing routines. A stronger body creates a stronger mood. 12. Join communities with similar interests. Engaging with people who share your interests is easier. For example, cooking groups, travel groups, senior online communities, spiritual groups. These communities are full of people who want connection. 13. Forgive yourself for feeling lonely. Loneliness is not a failure. It is not a weakness, it is not your fault. It is simply a signal that you need more connection. And that you deserve it. Be kind to yourself, healing starts with acceptance. Let me share a true style story that reflects thousands of real experiences. George was 72. His wife had passed away 5 years ago. His kids lived in different cities. His days were quiet, long, and empty. He didn't go out much. He didn't talk to anyone. He stopped smiling. One day, his neighbor invited him to a senior walking group. George refused at first. He felt out of place, too old, too slow. But the neighbor insisted. George finally joined, and something incredible happened. He didn't just walk, he talked, he laughed, he felt human again. Within months, he made friends, he started volunteering. He improved his health, he felt alive. George later said, "I thought my story had finished. But it was only a new chapter waiting to begin." Loneliness didn't go away in one day. But the first step changed everything. Helen was 66. Her children were busy with their own families. She lived alone after a long divorce. She felt invisible, useless, forgotten. One evening she was scrolling through her phone and found a senior art class. She thought, "I'm not an artist. I can barely draw a circle." But something inside her said, "Try." The class changed her life. She didn't just learn art. She learned joy again. She made friends who understood her. She gained confidence. She started selling her small paintings at local events. She later said, "Loneliness left my home the day I brought a hobby into it." Her story shows something important. Sometimes you're one small decision away from a completely different life. Let's summarize powerful actions that can change everything. Build a routine, connect with one person daily. Join a group or club, start a hobby. Volunteer, keep moving, forgive yourself. Slowly rebuild your social circle. You don't need to do everything. Just choose one step today. One step is enough to begin. Loneliness after 60 is real, common, and painful. But it is not permanent. Life can still be meaningful, joyful, and full of connection. You are not done, you are not forgotten. You are not invisible, your story still matters. And you deserve companionship, laughter, and peace. If this video helped you even a little, please subscribe to the channel. It supports the work I do, and it helps this message reach more seniors who need it. Thank you for watching. Stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you are never alone.